one's in the books. We'll do an update once we get back to the shop and start getting unloaded. But it was hectic. Didn't go quite as planned, but cars are one piece and we're headed home. All right, so night one is in the books. Not quite the night we had expected. Also not as bad as it could have gone. Actually, if we're being fair, probably our best first night out we've ever had. We didn't really have any major issues. Well, sort of. We'll get to that in a second. You know, car ran good, car stayed cool, car handled pretty well. Couldn't turn the damn thing. Why? Well, power steering. It came and went. Most of the heat race didn't have any power steering. I got it for about a lap or two, and it was intermittent. And so a lap or two total. And then that put us in a B main because we finished, I think, 7th in our heat. And the B main started 8th. Kind of hung out there a little bit the first couple laps, did not have power steering. Finally got some power steering for a few laps, made it up to, I believe, 5th, maybe 6th-ish, and kind of hung out there the rest of the race. I just wasn't able to move forward. Lost power steering again, and we got something going on there. We're gonna have to dig into it, figure out what's going on. Aside from that, if we get that figured out, I think we got a runner, and we can start figuring out this car and, you know, doing something. So right now, we're gonna start our maintenance for the week. That involves getting all the 500 freaking pounds of mud off the car. So let's get to that. Well, here to unload the car and discovered that we have locked our trailer keys in the trailer. So I got my universal key here. So we're gonna get in. Quick walk around. Fared pretty well considering we only made, what, 16 laps? You know, mostly dirt. Lots of mud on this side. It's almost like two different cars. Only damage we have, somehow the mud caught that corner pretty good. And then back there on the quarter, very, very bottom edge rolled over, so we might have been digging in the mud piles a little bit. Otherwise, basically the way we rolled her out. A couple of whiskey dents on the front there. Not sure how that happens on each corner. We'll have to straighten the balance out a little bit. Otherwise, clean it, maintenance, and figure out some power steering issues. So she needs a bath. Let's get to it. And that looks much better. We got most of the mud off. We'll have to do a little bit of wipe down once we get things taken off in the shop. I'd like to cover our sponsors real quick. I mean, they're really what makes this happen. Between them and the fans, we wouldn't be doing this if they weren't there. So, Great Plains Customs, great guys. You need any work done on your diesel truck, Jeeps, anything like that, they do all kinds of cool stuff. Plus, they're racers and they sell race parts. And they got a lot of knowledge, so check into those guys if you need any assistance there. Dakota Custom Drywall and Paint. Exactly what it sounds like. They can help you out with drywall and paint work. The Preferred Line, you're going to find out about that watching this video. Preferred Line is Block 21 Motorsports racing show, so to speak. It's basically we're going to get together every week, talk about our races, talk about how things went, talk about how much we screwed up, talk about what we did right, and maybe some track interviews and things with other drivers as we go through the season. Unfortunately, our lead camera girl, Mrs. D, Mama D, she broke her foot. So we're going to be limited on what footage we can get, and we'll make the best of it, see how it goes. James Construction, remodels, new construction, anything, everything. They're your guys. KMJ Performance, great parts people to work with. They got just about anything you need. Furby's Auto Repair, awesome to work with. Always there when you need a piece of your car fixed. And they help us out every year in one way or another. We got Flamingo Films, best window tinter I have ever run into. Great guy. Check into them if you need your windows tinted. Mitchell's Pilot Car Service. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you need your long haul, big load piloted, give those guys a shout. Block 21 Motorsports, of course. Rapid Graphics, who made this car look amazing this year. All of our helping hands, thank you, you guys. Much appreciated. And we'll hope to do some good things this year. And yeah, there you go. We got Frisson Performance, who is the builder of our motor. So that's kind of the high and low of it. Thank you to everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. See you at the track. All right, so here we are, Sunday. Got the car washed up. Now we'll go over how the week went. We barely made it to the track. And I mean barely made it to the track. We had a few things to finish up, just little odds and ends. And all those little things take time. And as it turned out, time ran out. I mean, we were literally pulling into the track as they were cutting off registration. So that put us in the back of the heat race. Started 8th in the heat. Made it pretty much nowhere. Finished 7th in the heat. Had no power steering. The car felt good. The power steering would come and go. So when I had power steering, the car felt great. It's like, oh, I can actually do something with this. So as soon as that went away, sucked, basically. If you've ever tried to muscle a modified around the track without power steering, don't recommend it. It'll wear you out pretty quick. That said, put us in a B main, started 8th in the B main, same thing. Went out for the B main, did not have power steering on the start, didn't have it until coming into 3 on the first lap. Then I got power steering. Then it went away. And it came back the next lap. I had it for about 2, maybe 3 laps. And you can see my times actually if you go and check them. They actually improved each lap from that point. So obviously the car kind of got back under me and I was able to do a little bit more with it. I think we got a caution there with, I don't know, 3 to go. And under that caution, no power steering. Restart, no power steering. Finally got it back on the last lap, but by then there wasn't much I could do. And we finished 6th. Top 4 transferred, so we were 2 out of a transfer spot. That ended our night, but no damage to the car. Everything else worked great. All the new parts on the car worked great, with the exception of that power steering. That's all new, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I think we might have some air bubbles in there because it was intermittent. We'll dig into that. We'll find out. Long story short, we had a good night racing. Got to see a lot of our old racing buddies, catch up with folks. It was a good time, slow time, sort of, for us. But might have been one of our best first nights out. We almost always have some sort of stupid gremlin pop up on the first night. And usually it just ruins the night. In this case, yeah, it slowed me down. Yeah, it was a pain in the butt. But I wouldn't file this one under a critical failure. It was just an annoying failure. What was that, 5 annoyings? Something like that. 5 times more annoying than one would expect. Anyway, so yeah, that's how our week went. We got to do some maintenance on the car now, go through, clean everything up, grease everything, take care of our tires, get those ready to go for next week, and we will be back at I-90 Speedway next week. So if you got time, go out to I-90 Speedway on Saturday night. Races start at 7, hot lap 6:30. and bring a friend, somebody that hasn't been to the track. Show them what it's about. Maybe somebody that isn't a fan now will be a fan after next weekend if you drag them out there. So thanks for checking in. A couple videos of the races, and we'll see you next week. See you at the track.